Hello everybody, jimmyispromo here, back again with another awesome video. And if at any point in time in this video you guys like what you see, make sure you guys hit on that like button, as well as don't forget to hit on that subscribe and hit on that bell for notifications so you get notified of any future videos. So in today's video, we're going to be doing part 2 of the top 5 hidden features inside of the Samsung Galaxy S9 and the S9 Plus. Now, because in the part 1 series, I did throw in an additional one, so it was actually 6, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing here. I'm going to show you the top 6 hidden features inside of the Samsung Galaxy S9 and the S9 Plus. So kicking this video off, I'm going to show you guys how you'll be able to customize how you'll be able to show your applications if they have a notification or not. So more than likely right now, if you have Android Nougat, you're used to maybe having the number 2, the number 4, the number 1. It's kind of a way to show you numerically how many notifications you have. But if you would like to change that, pull down the notifications panel, click on the settings icon, and we're going to go the fast and easy route for this one and just go in there and search for badges or search for app icon badges. And what you're going to notice that underneath the settings inside of notifications is this one here called app icon badges, and this is where you can have it either on or off. Now, if you do have this thing turned on, what you're able to do is either you can have it show the numbers, which is something that you're more than likely used to, or you can just have something show with a red dot without having a number there. Now, underneath here for the home screen for the show notifications, you can check your notifications at a glance when you touch and hold app icons on the home screen. Now, if I had an application that was right here that I got a notification, so maybe if I got a notification from YouTube Stars right here, then there would be a notification right there for that chat. Now, if you do want to find this setting just a long way and kind of pretty much where everything is at, you just want to pull down the notifications panel, click on settings, and it's right here underneath notifications. And then it's this very top option here where it says the app icon badges. So hidden feature number 2 is playing with the flash notifications. Now, flash notifications is just another way of letting you know that you have a notification coming through. Maybe it's a little hard of hearing your device when you get a notification. Maybe you have your phone sitting across the room. Maybe it's not able to sit in your pocket, or maybe you are hearing impaired. If the little edge lighting is not enough along with the sound, you'd be able to make your phone flash in 2 different ways. Pull down the notifications panel, click on the settings icon. Then what you're going to do is head down into accessibility. And then it's going to be underneath accessibility inside of hearing, because as I said from before, if you're not able to hear your phone's notification, more than likely you might be able to see a flash coming through. Now, there's 2 different ways you'll be able to have this come through. Number 1 is through the camera light. Now, the nice thing about this one is that if you do have the edge lighting that is turned on to where your phone is going to like kind of bright up along the edges, but if you do want to have your phone give a little flash, as you saw there, my camera flash did go out and it did give us a little flash, then you are able to get it both ways. Now, maybe you want to have yourself turn it on with the screen. So maybe you do have your phone kind of sitting out a little bit and you wanted to have just a little bit more of a light letting you know that you're getting a notification. Then now you'd be able to see that the light here on the screen is going to flash here in just a second. And so with that little flash along with the little colors along the edges and that little banner, hopefully that'll let you know that you have a notification. Now, the next hidden feature is if you have a Bluetooth headset or Bluetooth speaker that is connected over to your phone. So let's say that maybe you're at the gym, you're listening to music, you're going through. So I'm going to go through here, I'm going to hit on play. All the audio is coming from this headset, but maybe somebody popped up to you and maybe you want to show them a YouTube video, but you're still connected to your Bluetooth speaker. All you have to do is when you pull down the notifications panel, you're going to see anything that you are connected to. Now, underneath this audio output, you'll be able to change where is your output coming to or from. So now I'm able to switch it over into the phone, and now it's coming from the phone. And then when you're completely finished, speaking with your friend, maybe showing them off a YouTube video, go back over to your audio output and you can change it back over into this Bluetooth headset. So I have seen some people lately that they would go through their little Bluetooth settings on the very top, they would press and hold, and then they would actually touch on whatever was connected just to kind of get them unconnected just for a second to be able to show me or play me something on their cell phone. But all I had to do is show them really fast. If you were already connected, it would show what you're connected to and you would just be able to change your audio output. So hidden feature number 4 is playing with pin windows. Now, pin windows is something that's amazing if you want to lock somebody into an application. So maybe you don't want to put your phone fully into kids mode, but if you hand this thing over to a kid just to make them happy for a little bit, maybe on YouTube or whatever they might be using, what you're able to do is completely lock them into that application. So pull down the notifications panel, click on the settings icon. You're going to go down to where it says the lock screen and security. Underneath there, you're going to scroll all the way down to the very bottom where it says Other Security Options. Now, underneath the Other Security Options, you're going to go all the way down again. You're going to see towards the bottom where it says Pin Windows. And then once you go through here and you turn this on, now you're able to lock this thing from anybody from getting out of it. So first off, let me show you what it looks like when you don't want to use a pin. Now, a pin is what you want to use if you have maybe somebody who is old enough to read the screen to see how you're able to get out of pin windows. So we have this thing turned on, and what you want to do is you want to go to your recent apps on the very bottom, and you can see on the very bottom right there that there is now a pin, and beforehand there was not. So let's say that we want to go over into YouTube and we want to lock them into place. Now, when you hit on the recent app button, what you want to do is you want to scroll up, and that is where you can see that pin. If you don't see the pin, that means that you are not scrolled all the way up. Or maybe let's say that you're inside of settings and you don't want to lock them inside of settings, but this is the only place you have the pin. What you want to do is make sure that the most recent application is the one that was opened that you want to pin. Now, once you pin them on the side of there, this will keep pin windows on, and it keeps them inside of the window until you press and hold on these two buttons on the very bottom. So now this app is pinned. They are able to go through, all of these different, windows, but they're not able to get out. So here I am trying to hit the home button. There's really nothing I can do. I can't get out of it. I'm trying to hit the back button. I wasn't even able to use the Google Assistant when I was pressing and holding on this thing. There's just really nothing I can do if I hit the power button or try to get back into it. It's just an amazing way to lock somebody in, but if you want to unlock it, you wanted to press and hold on recent apps and back for about 3 seconds, and now you're able to get out of pin windows. But let's say, like I said from the very beginning, if you have somebody who was playing with your phone that is old enough to read that, let's say we go back over into YouTube, we head back inside of here, and I put on the pin. Now what's going to happen is now it's going to ask for a password to pretty much get out of it. So now it's again right back over into my lock screen, even if they were able to read recent app and back, but now they're still not able to use my phone, and now they are just completely locked out. And now hidden feature number 5, there's another way that you'd be able to lock a application, but this way in a different form. So instead of completely locking it to where you cannot get out of it, now there's a way that you can lock it to where you're not going to pretty much get out of the application. So if YouTube is something that I always use, you can go in the very top right hand side, click on that little settings icon and go to lock apps. Now, if I want to lock YouTube and then I hit on done, now what's going to happen is a lot of times when you hit on the recent app button and you go to close all, that means all of those applications is now closed out. Now, the thing about me and YouTube is that I'm always using YouTube. So if I go through here and I click on the recent apps and I try to close all, now it's going to be able to kind of lock me into place. Now, the thing I like about that is because, if I'm always going into basically YouTube, it's just a way that I accidentally just cleared it all, but maybe I wanted to use YouTube one more time and now I'm able to go right back inside of there. But I do want to let you know that if you do hit the recent app button and you swipe it off the screen, now it is going to be off, but it's still one of those locked applications that if I do kind of go back inside of it, and let's say that we go through everything all over again, it's still going to be able to be there. That is going to be locked. So once I hit on clear all, it's still going to sit there all the way until I unlock it by hitting that lock button. And then now I'm able to close it out of it. And now there's nothing there. So if there's an application that you see yourself using pretty much almost constantly throughout the entire day, then make sure that you lock that thing so you don't always have to keep on going through your phone and opening it back up. So heading over into the very last hidden feature inside the Samsung Galaxy S9 and the S9 Plus, which is the 6th one. It's one that I added in. It's a pretty fun one, especially dealing with this device because we have not been able to see this from before unless if you're running with Android Oreo, and what you're able to do is a different way of viewing your recent apps. So right now what we're used to is checking it out this way where there's all these different cards and we're able to check it out, but here's where you'd be able to change it into a list view. So now here is the little list view, and if you want to see again what it looks like, now you're just going to have these little icons that's right here, and you'd also be able to swipe off. Now, if you want to view it the same way that we've always viewed it, which is through the thumbnail view, now you're able to view it through the thumbnail. So if you don't want something to, take up your full entire screen, or maybe you're somebody who uses maybe 15 apps at the same time, this is just a fun and really easy way to see the whole entire list without having to go through your thumbnails and keep on swiping if you're one of those who uses a ton of different applications. So I hope that you guys have liked this video. Again, make sure you guys give this thing a huge thumbs up, and make sure you guys also go below the video, hit on subscribe, or you can be able to hit subscribe right over here in the little red circle. Share this video with your friends and family and all over your social media sites. And outside of that, I'll see you guys later.